Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate your support. So today I wanted to do a comparison video. I've been saying now for a while I want to do a look, and I'm going to do that look. I just don't know when I'm going to get around to doing it. Hopefully next week. So it's between the Revolution Reloaded Velvet Rose, and if you have the ABH Soft Glam, you'll just see how similar it looks. And I thought I would do hand swatches today, so that's that one. Then this one I got for Christmas last year, and it was a gift. So this one retails at £5, and I think this one is 40 something pound. So I don't know the exact price, I'll have to look it up. Like I said, it was a gift, I didn't pay for it. I've only used this a handful of times, but let's pop them together. But you can see just how similar they are. Let's see how many shades they've got in. So this one has 5, 10, 15. How many does the Soft Glam have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it only has 14 shades. So it's not going to be a dupe for dupe because there's a shade missing from the Soft Glam to the Revolution. But I feel like overall it's definitely a dupe, guys. It's, you know, that's what I feel like just by looking at the colour story. What do you guys reckon? I'm going to do the swatches now. I'm going to take you over there and I'm going to try and see what I feel like are dupes, and then you can leave me a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to try and put the ABH ones like down this side and then the Revolution ones just underneath. So let's have a look. The placement is going to be completely different. So let's start with Tempera, this one here. So I know for sure that the Revolution palette has it, and they do look very, very similar. So that's Tempera, and that's the one from the Revolution. So the Revolution one doesn't have names, it just says 1, so that's number 1. So we'll put this down here first. So that's ABH. You're not going to see them. That's got quite a nice sheen to it. The Revolution one can just go underneath here. Again, not going to see them, but they're there. Trust me guys, they are there. It's just the same tone as my skin. Right, I'm going to try and go in the order that they are in the palette, that they are in the ABH palette, should I say. So we've got Glistening next. I don't think that is a dupe. I think it's going to be more this one, because that's got like, it looks, let's have a look at it on the finger. It looks like it's got like a duochrome in it. I don't think it has, but that's what it looks like. Look how powdery the ABH ones are. So I'm going to go here. I think I'll do 2 swatches. They're just so powdery. They don't look powdery on the hand. I'll need to get a wipe. I'm doing this more out of curiosity than anything. If it is a dupe, I'm going to get rid of the Revolution one when I do my declutter. So then, we're going to swatch number 5 from the Revolution one. It does have a little bit of a hard pan, and that's quite chunky as well, so I'm going to do that here. They are pretty similar. Let's do 2 swatches to make it fair. Yeah, they are pretty similar. I would say that's got more of a, I don't know, it looks more of a brown undertone to me anyway. But yeah, they are pretty similar, and I would definitely think they would look similar on the eye. Right, so the next one is this orange soda shade in the Anastasia. So we'll do that. Do that here. I'll actually do 2 swatches of that. It's a bit patchy. Right, so that's that one, and we have got a dupe for that in the Revolution. So it would be this one here, which is shade 7. Which looks a little bit lighter, I have to admit. I'm just going to try and build it up a little bit more. It looks a bit lighter, but on the eyes I really don't feel like you'll see that much of a difference. And for the price, you know, they are looking pretty similar. This one is a tiny bit more orange, I would say. Right, the next one in the ABH is called Rose Pink, which is that one there. Oh, that's pretty. Do 2 swatches of that. So that's Rose Pink. And I think we've got a dupe in the Revolution one for that, which is number 8 in the palette. I think they're probably the closest yet. Those 2 shades are definitely the closest yet. Then the next one is Sultry, which is this one here. It's a nice bronze toned shade. So that's that one. These are really, really soft. I'm going to do another swatch. So that's that one. And it's looking like we've got a dupe for that, which would be number 9. That one there. It's quite soft as well. Let's do another swatch. They definitely look similar on the eye, but I feel like the Revolution one is a smidge darker. Right, then we have Mulberry, which is this one here. So this is the ABH. So we've got Mulberry, which feels quite dry, if I'm being honest. Definitely feels dry and a little bit patchy, but I don't tend to use them shades anyway, so that's what it's looking like. It's looking dry on the arm as well, but it's, my arms aren't really that moisturised, so that could be it. The darkest shade in here is this one, I feel like. if anything's going to be a dupe for it, it's going to be that. So that shade's number 3. So it's that one by Revolution. This one's smoother. And that one's more brown and darker. So I'll only do one swatch, but you can see it's more smoother, whereas that one is quite patchy. So yeah, I definitely feel like if anything's going to be similar to the Mulberry shade, it will be that one, but it really isn't. If you can see, it's a lot smoother than Mulberry. The next one is Dusty Rose, which is this one here. Put it too close to the other shade. Do 2 swatches of that. So that's Dusty Rose. In the Revolution palette, it's without a shadow of a doubt this shade. That's going to be the closest. Again, that's more smoother than the ABH one. I'll do 2 swatches of this. Yeah, they're definite dupes. If you can see that one to that one, you can just see how similar they are. I understand what people are saying now when they say the Revolution Reloaded palette, this one is a definite dupe for it. I am noticing shades that do look similar. So the next one then is this Fairy. Do 2 swatches. Right. So the only shade that could be similar is this one from the Revolution, which is really, really chunky. But oh my gosh, that's similar. Obviously it's not going to be similar in formula. This is a tiny bit darker, but they are very, very similar shades. Right, so the next shade is, I thought we'd done Burnt Orange, but we did Orange Soda earlier on, is Burnt Orange. Have we got a shade similar to that? Because if we didn't, because in the ABH palette there's only 14 shades, and in the Revolution palette there's 15 shades. I didn't want to swatch it if we didn't have a similar shade. So that's Burnt Orange. From the Revolution palette it would be shade 10. Yeah, that's very, very similar. So that's them 2 shades. Burnt Orange and the one from the Revolution, which is shade 10. The next one in the palette in the ABH is Sienna. Yeah, another shade that it would be similar to. That one's quite smooth. And then it would be similar to this shade here, which is shade 12. I'm going to have to put this a little bit further up just because I don't want it mixing with that shade. And the one in the Revolution palette is a little bit more powdery and a little bit drier to the touch. So that's Sienna, and that's the one from the Revolution palette. So that one has got more of a brown undertone and that one's more red, I think. So that's those 2. Next one is Rustic. Right, okay. So next one is Rustic, which is this brown. We'll have to do that a little bit further up, so here. So that's Rustic from the ABH. So the dupe would be this one from the Revolution, that's shade 14. That one's really smooth. That one's smoother. They're quite similar as well. So ABH Revolution. And then the next one is Cypress Umber, which is a darker brown. Again, do it up here. And it would be shade 13. That would be similar, which is that one. Again, that's smoother. Yep, they're really, really similar. So we've got a few dupes in this palette. This palette is definitely a dupe for the ABH Soft. So I don't know where that cut out, but I've just swatched Noir. So that one's Noir there from the ABH, and then this one is shade 15 from the Revolution, and that one is blacker than the ABH. Can we build that up to give it the same pigment, I wonder? It still looks like it's going patchy compared to the Revolution one, and that is only one swatch. I'm just wondering now what the other shade is from here that isn't in the ABH palette. It's probably one of the mattes because, I mean, I've swatched all of the shimmers, so it's probably one of the mattes. I don't know which one it is though. I think it might be this one. I think it's shade 6. I don't remember swatching that. I think that's the only shade we didn't swatch. But yeah, I mean, I would say this is a really good dupe. And for £5, guys, if you're thinking about trying the ABH Soft Glam but aren't sure, obviously you've got to bear in mind they're not the same texture. These shimmers are so smooth. They're like butter. But I would say that the Revolution one is a good dupe. And for £5, I would highly recommend it. I'm going to be doing a look. I've dirtied it even more now. I hate this packaging. I'm going to be doing a look with both palettes, and then you can see just how similar it looks on the eyes. But I just wanted to show you the swatches before I obviously did that look. So here are all the swatches, guys. So yeah, we've got ABH on the left and then Revolution on the right. Can you see just how similar they're looking? Let me know your thoughts down below. I would love to know what you think. Please like, it really does help out the channel. Share and comment. If you're not already subscribed, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. I'm currently working on a giveaway that will go up in the next month or so I'd love for you to be a part of that. Please share and comment, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.